night. Very cool looking car. Very cool. Liam Ballantyne, car number 27. He had some dramas here last night. Good to see Liam got that car up and running. Car number 18 from Central Motor Speedway, that is Avon Erskine. Of course, if you're a Speedway fan from back in the 80s, 90s, that name there will ring a bell. Avon Erskine used to race, it was either a Mitsubishi Treadia or a Mitsubishi Cordia and A-grade saloons, I think it was. And man, he was super good. Well, I'll tell you what, he's back and he's super good in a production saloon. Lucy Greer on his outside, car number 13, the Greer logging sponsored machine. Sam McKenzie is car number 11, and a new car on track that wasn't running here last night. Car number 23 out of Central Motor Speedway, Braden Corbishley. We'll start from the tail of the field. So 10 laps of action for production saloons. They'll run 2 heat races, then they'll run a feature race. Winner of that feature race will be crowned the New Year's champion here at Central Motor Speedway. So it looks like the production saloons will do another lap. Don't forget too, folks, if you are a bit peckish, bit thirsty, need some hydration or a bit of tucker, plenty of food vendors right here at Central Motor Speedway. Do go and support the vendors all around the place here. All sorts of food as well, healthy food, unhealthy food, you name it, they got it all. And of course, if the kids are pestering your parents, then they can head along behind the hot dog stand down there on the outside of turn 2. The mini Jeeps are down there. I think it's about $10 for a skid round there. They might get down there and think they're the next Ricky Bolton or George Phillips or something like that, do some skids in the mini Jeeps. Get amongst it. Green flag drops. And it's Liam Gray from Greymouth who leads this one here. Daniel Rolton struggled last night with a mechanical issue. He's hoping he's fixed the dramas on car number 95. Said he had some, might have been a wee computer issue there or something. Stephen Nicholas, car number 51 on the outside of Rolton. Brooklyn trying to find a way through there as well, but it's Fairbairn that goes right round the outside of them all. Car number 17, it goes as good as it looks. Down there in turns number 1 and 2. Gray just gets the old rear-wheel drive tank slapper happening. Those front-wheel drive cars just cruise right around the outside of him. So it's Stephen Nicholas, the man they call Socks, out in front. Fairbairn in second place. Then we go back to Gray. Aaron Brooklyn, Avon Erskine. We mentioned him a wee bit earlier on. He's up to 5th place. He's only done 3 meetings in this car, and he's wasted no time getting back into the sort of form that he showed way back in the day. Then we go back to Sam McKenzie, Laura Heads, Liam Ballantyne, Daniel Rolton falling down the order, so we may not have sorted that mechanical drama that he did have. And Lucy Greer there as well. Braden Corbishley down the back straight. His first meeting here at Central Motor Speedway. So it'll be pretty daunting for him in front of a big crowd. And a whole lot of fast cars about to join him. If he's a wee bit lonely, here they come. Stephen Nicholas now looks to the outside. Vaughan Fairbairn chasing hard, trying to measure Nicholas up. They power out of turn 2. They go around the outside of Corbishley. Aaron Brooklyn giving chase, the wee Mitsubishi out of Beachland Speedway in Dunedin. Liam Gray's next in the queue. Then we go back to Avon Erskine, McKenzie, Laura Heads, Liam Ballantyne, Lucy Greer and Daniel Rolton. Here comes a challenge for the lead in this one here. The man from Christchurch, Vaughan Fairbairn, former 3NZ in the production saloon class. Of course, no longer recognised as a national championship class. Goes down the inside of Stephen Nicholas, takes over the race lead here. Picked up 2 wins and a solid 2nd place here last night. Down to turns 1 and 2. Nicholas tries to come back, looks to the inside, but Fairbairn gets a run out of 2. Brooklyn still in 3rd place. Gray getting all sorts of pressure at the moment from car 18, which is Avon Erskine. Lucy Greer, almost came onto the track and gave Corbishley a bit of a nudge. Wouldn't have been very nice on debut whatsoever. But down the back straight, it is still car 17 that leads this one here. Laura Heads, rear bumper of car 64, flapping around there as well. Should be hoping that there holds on for the rest of this race, and it may well be attracting a bit of attention from the SNZ officials. So Erskine now, he's managed to get past Liam Gray. He's up into 4th place. Stephen Nicholas starting to come back now at Vaughan Fairbairn. He's putting up a fight to car 17, moves to the outside. The white flag will come out this time around. Through comes Fairburn, Nicholas, Brooklyn, Erskine, Gray, Sam McKenzie. He was quick here last night. He was the first of the cars to go right up on the high line. He was the pioneer, and he started passing cars like they were standing still. Nothing on offer there at the moment. Vaughan Fairburn down low. Can he make it to the checkered flag ahead of Nicholas? You bet he can. Nicholas home in second place. Then we go back to Aaron Brooklyn, car number 33 from Beachland Speedway, just ahead of Avon Erskine. That is race number 1 for the New Year's Eve, the New Year's Grand Prix here at Central Motor Speedway. Production Saloons complete their first race. Coming up, round number 2 of action. We'll kick it off with Saloons. Production Saloons here at the moment. Heat number 2. Of course, just watching the big yellow thing in the sky there at the moment. Of course, we have had some issues here the last few meetings with a bit of sunstrike. So hopefully it ducks behind a bit of cloud and then drops out of the sky pretty rapidly, because it has, as I say, it has become a bit of an issue. Not much you can do. You can't grow trees that big and you can't stretch the mountains. So not a lot we can do. And of course, nothing worse than heading down the main straight here into the sun, hitting that bit of shadow next to a bright light. Makes it pretty tough, so we'll keep an eye on that over the next few races. Looks like the green flag's going to drop here, though, for the Production Saloons. Sam McKenzie on the outside. He sets the pace in this one here. Watch for Avon Erskine from the second row of the grid. He's pretty keen to grab his first race win from a bit of a hiatus. He's in third place at the moment. Goes to the outside of Lucy Greer. Greer just slows a wee bit coming out of 2. Allows Vaughan Fairburn to sneak through there as well. So Sam McKenzie last night here, he stuck car 11 right up against the wall and basically nailed it. And he was passing cars like they were standing still. He's starting to look up and towards that area here at the moment. Erskine in second place. Aaron Brooklyn trying to find a way through here now as well. He was side by side with Vaughan Fairburn. He's just ahead of Lucy Greer. Then we go back to Ballantyne, Nicholas Heads. Then we've got Gray, Rolton and Corbishley at the tail of the field. So McKenzie now with a little bit of a buffer in this one here. 1.3 seconds, a gap from first to second place. Fairburn still looking for a way down the outside of Avon Erskine. Erskine gives him just enough room to squeeze his car down there. Fairburn sits up relatively high around turns 3 and 4. He's chasing McKenzie. Gets to the outside of Avon Erskine, so he's picked up that spot. Brooklyn trying to follow through, but can't do so. The gap from first to second now 1.7 seconds. So Sam McKenzie starting to pull away from Fairburn. Fairburn's got a wee bit of clear air there in front of him now. Can he chase down Sam McKenzie? We're going to have 6 laps to go as McKenzie comes through. Fairburn in second. Then we go back to Erskine, Brooklyn, Greer, Nicholas, Ballantyne, Laura Heads, Liam Gray, Daniel Rolton and Braden Corbishley. Sam McKenzie right out against the wall there in turn number 4. 1.2 seconds, so that gap really starting to shrink now. Fairburn took a little bit of time out of him that last time around. Trouble down there for Liam Gray, the rear-wheel drive Falcon from Greymouth. Corbishley just behind him. Here comes the race leader, Sam McKenzie. Still sitting on the outside. That gap really starting to fade now. 0.9 of a second last time around. Gray goes to the infield. Can Fairburn do it? He's going to have 3 laps to run as he comes past the control tower this time. Fairburn really starting to reel McKenzie in. Look at that. You can see now not even a car length between these 2 cars. And here comes Fairburn with a big lunge down the inside of car 11. A little bit unsettled. Fairburn coming out of 2. McKenzie still holds the lead in this one here. Brooklyn now. We've got the yellow out. Looks like the yellow flag is coming in. We'll go racing next time around. Sam McKenzie leads the way around. Avon Erskine now leading up to the back of Vaughan Fairburn, car number 17. Fairburn just giving himself a little bit of space there. He's going to want to get on the loud pedal nice and early so that he's at speed when he gets up onto the back of Mackenzie. Green flag drops. Here comes Brooklyn with a move down the outside of Erskine. Oh, squeezes the wall down there on the entry to turn number 1. Nice drive by Mackenzie out of 2. He's managed to pull a couple of car lengths away from Vaughan Fairbairn. Erskine on the inside. Brooklyn's made the move on the outside of Erskine and got it done. So he's back up to 3rd place, the position he was before that caution come out. Fairbairn now with a big look down the inside of Sam Mackenzie, but Mackenzie will carry momentum out of turn number 2. Fairbairn couldn't make it stick. They need to watch Brooklyn here as well because he's looking pretty good at the moment. He's in 3rd place. There'll be 1 lap to run as they come on through this time around. Fairbairn with a look on the inside of Sam Mackenzie. He gets one last shot at it. Brooklyn trying to stick the nose in there as well. Can Fairbairn make it stick? No, he can't. He might get down the inside here. They're 3 wide. The top 3 cars in this one here. Contact between Brooklyn and Mackenzie. Who's going to get across the line first? It's going to be Mackenzie. Car 11 on the timing monitor shows Mackenzie sneaking through to take the race win from Vaughan Fairbairn and Aaron Brooklyn. 3 wide in the last corner. What a race. Race number 2 here for Production Saloons at Central Motor Speedway. Car number 51 starts grid position 3. Sam Mackenzie on his outside. Avon Erskine starts from the 3rd row of the grid alongside Liam Ballantyne. Then we go back to Laura Heads in car 64, Lucy Greer in 13, Daniel Rolton in car 95, and Braden Corbishley right at the tail of the field on the Mentor program, hence the reason why he's there. So Fairbairn leads them around. My computer monitor's telling me 15 laps, but one of the drivers told me it's only 12. So we'll wait and see what eventuates in this one. But Aaron Brooklyn off to an absolute flyer. He caught Fairbairn napping there. And he leads him down to turns 1 and 2. Sam Mackenzie, contact there between Mackenzie, Sox and Erskine. Laura Heads behind them. Daniel Rolton trying to find a way through. Liam Ballantyne high and wide. Then we go back to Lucy Greer. She's in this battle as well. Fairbairn trying to put pressure on Aaron Brooklyn. Nothing between those 2 cars at the moment. A car length at most as they come around turns 3 and 4 here at Central Motor Speedway. You notice all of these cars, they were all running down fairly low in the first 2 heats. They're all now choosing that high line here. That's where the grip is. Here comes Fairbairn. Will he come down on the inside of Aaron Brooklyn? You could see him measuring him up. He's got laps up his sleeve to do this. Doesn't need to do anything too crazy at the moment, Fairbairn. Brooklyn to the outside once again. Fairbairn the inside. Brooklyn still just ahead. Fairbairn may get him this time around with an inside run. No, pulls back out. Mackenzie high and wide. This is what he did in the final last night. He set it out right beside the wall and he drove through the field. Nicholson behind him. Erskine still there as well. Then we go back to Heads, Ballantyne, Greer and Rolton. Through once more. Still Aaron Brooklyn. Just with the nose in front, down into 1 and 2. Fairbairn has another look. Brooklyn covers once more. Good defensive driving by Aaron Brooklyn. He's using the bit of track that Fairbairn wants to be on, so he's basically inviting Fairbairn to have a go, but he's going to have to get the overlap down one of these straights. Again, Fairbairn a little bit closer this time around. This could be a little bit more interesting down the back straight as they're side by side. Brooklyn again in turn 3 just manages to get across the front of Fairbairn. They're still side by side, nothing between them here at all. 8 laps to run, winner takes all. Fairbairn with a nose in front. Brooklyn should get a run out of there. They're side by side once more. Nicholas now up into that 3rd spot, then Mackenzie and Erskine. But up front, these cars cannot be separated. They are side by side. Vaughan Fairburn on the inside, car 17 out of Woodford Glen Speedway in Christchurch. Aaron Brooklyn on the outside from Beachland Speedway in Dunedin. Brooklyn with a nice run into turn 3 and 4. Fairburn just slips back. Oh, Brooklyn gets a tank slapper going on there in the wee mids. He manages to steady it. Down into 1 and 2 once more. He might have just lost a little bit of momentum with that mistake. They're still side by side. Nothing between them at all. Oh, Lucy Greer into the wall hard down here in front of the control tower. That's going to bring out the yellow. That was a big one. Greer was all crossed up. So Aaron Brooklyn, Vaughan Fairburn, man, they have gone toe-to-toe in this one here. They have put on an absolutely fantastic display. Of course, winner takes all in this one here. It's Grand Prix rules. So pretty much 2 heats for points. Winner takes all come the final. So Brooklyn leads at the moment. Fairburn in second, Stephen Nicholas in third, Sam McKenzie fourth, then Avon Erskine, Laura Heads, and Daniel Rolton. Liam Ballantyne parked up on the infield, as is Braden Corbinishley, and of course Lucy Greer. So timing monitor tells me there is 7 laps to go. This here actually gives Brooklyn a little bit of breathing room. Fairburn was beside him for that entire race. He's now got him behind him. Sam McKenzie, he challenges early in this one here. Goes to the outside of Stephen Nicholas. Here comes Fairburn, challenging the inside of Aaron Brooklyn. Exactly where they were before that incident. Side by side, down the back straight. Brooklyn holds on. He's a little bit wider than what he was last time around. Fairburn, the back end of the wee Honda there, shuffling around on him. Brooklyn on the high line. Fairburn down low, he feeds Brooklyn out towards the wall, and he takes over the lead in this one here. He just kept the steering open on it. Brooklyn, can he challenge? Can he charge back? Nicholas in third place. Then we go back to Erskine McKenzie. There's been a change for position there. So Vaughan Fairburn out in front in this one. The New Year's Grand Prix for Production Saloons. Round onto the main straight. Vaughan Fairburn comes through once more. Can Brooklyn chase him down? Can he put the pressure on him to try and make another pass? He led for the majority of this one here before Fairburn set him up coming out of turn 2. He just kept the steering open, fed him out towards the wall. Brooklyn's chasing and chasing hard. Nicholas still holding third. Erskine all over the back of him in car number 18. There'll be 2 to go next time around. In fact, the white flag looks like it's coming out. There'll be 1 to go. Vaughan Fairburn out in front. He's got a slight gap now to Brooklyn, which he should be able to hold now for this one final lap. Fairburn powers out of turn number 2, a one last time here tonight. Can he claim the New Year's trophy just like he claimed the Christmas champs here last night at Central Motor Speedway? You bet he can. Car 17 takes this one here out. Brooklyn in second place. Then we go back to Nicholas, car number 51, home in third, ahead of Erskine, McKenzie, Laura Heads, and Daniel Rolton. That is Production Saloons done and dusted, folks. Coming up next, so we are going to have the feature race, the Hydrolink War of the Wings. Buckle up, folks. Plenty of action to unfold here at Central Motor Speedway.